Hi folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. I want to talk about something that really is going to sound a little funny, but it really isn't. It's something I've learned through the years, but I've never taken the time to really think about it. And that is one of the things that take place with pike. When you're fishing pike, and I love fishing pike for all the reasons I've given you. They're an aggressive, vicious predator. They swim and they'll attack at full speed. They're vicious looking. They'll fight like crazy, at least initially. And so they offer quite a challenge, and they can be really fun to catch. But what I've noticed through the years is there's many, many times when I'll go out and I'll get a strike. I'll feel that fish hit hard. I mean, it stops everything, and yet I don't hook it. And then I feel it hit again and again as I'm bringing it in. Well, here's what happens. A lot of time, pike will hit that lure with their mouth closed. What are they doing? I don't know. Are they trying to find out what it is? It's called a pike headbutt. They'll come at full speed and butt it with their head. Now, lake trout will do the same thing, but I think for a different reason. Lake trout a lot of times will hit something from the side. They'll hit it in its solar plexus and try to stun it, knock it out, and then they'll return for the kill. But when you're fishing and you feel that headbutt, a lot of times people reel in. Well, that pike has hit it because it's not really sure what it is. It wants to stop it and then maybe think about it. Maybe decide whether it wants to eat it or what it wants to. I don't know. I'm not a pike. But this is what they do. And so if you can be aware of that, if you feel that strike and you don't hook it, a lot of times it might be a good idea, depending on the type of lure you're using, to slow down, to let that pike have another go at it. The other chance is that fish like a pike will hit at full speed. They will come up and they will attack that thing. That's why a lot of times a strike will feel more distinct, more sharp, more hard is that strike because they're hitting it at full speed. Well, if they're coming at full speed, they might not be quite as accurate as if they were coming up slowly and inhaling it like a largemouth bass will often do. And so that's why a lot of times you'll get those false strikes. They're strikes, but you don't hook them. And it's important to know your species and understand that you can actually utilize this knowledge. If you feel it, you know that chances are, especially if you feel it twice, that it's a pike out there and it's headbutting and it's trying to come to the understanding or realization, do I want to eat or not? Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.